Hey guys, this is Stealth Clown, or on the PSN I'm known as Bagtog, and today I got a nice little gameplay of a demolition, playing with some friends of mine in the real world, the HK clan, as I like to go by the name of. Can't really remember off the top of my head what happens in this game, haven't really watched the whole thing back. I think I do alright, I'm pretty sure we win, but as you can see in the title, I got two things I want to talk about today. I'll cover the first one. Basically, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Woody's gamertag, in March this year he did a competition called Commentator March Madness, where a selection of people, small commentators, large commentators, got together and basically competed for the glory of being crowned, I don't know, best commentator or whatever. Now, there are a lot of people who entered this competition, and basically they had a commentator off, where Woody would upload a video which would be made up of two people competing with each other, their commentaries, and then the audience would vote, for which one they thought was better, and then the winner would move on to the next round, and by process of elimination, they eventually got to the final, and I can't actually remember who won. I think it was someone called Fuzzy Autoballs. I can't remember. Forgive my poor lack of memory. And so, basically, the reason I'm mentioning this is because a guy here in Australia who goes by the YouTube name of IxDOxMUSIC. There'll be a link to his channel and a link to his video in the description. Basically, this guy called IxDOxMUSIC is putting together a similar competition, which is a bit smaller and it's not going to be lasting for as long. It will only take place over a few weeks in December, and it is for Australian and New Zealand commentators. So if you are Australian or a New Zealander and you would be interested in seeing this, then by all means follow the link below. Subscribe to IxDOxMUSIC. He's the one who's going to be hosting this whole thing, uploading people's videos. And basically, the reason I'm saying this is because Flowers by Irene and myself have been lucky enough to be picked to be in this competition, and we're pretty excited. Basically, for his competition, we get 3 minutes, just make a quick 3-minute video, and then we'll compete against another commentator's 3-minute video, and hopefully we'll see how we go. Like, honestly, Flowers and I certainly would love to win the competition. We're certainly going to be trying our hardest, but I think it's great just that someone has taken the initiative to actually pull together some people, get a little bit of a community involvement here, because if I'm honest, the whole video game commentator community is much larger in the United States and Europe, so it'd be good to get this sort of thing happening here. I'm pretty excited. The first few videos will be going up on the 3rd of December, I believe. Flowers and I have until this Saturday to submit our video for the competition. So, yeah, that should be pretty sweet. Looking forward to that a lot, actually. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. And as you can see by the title, the second thing I want to talk about, it has a bit of a story, but we'll see how long you get through it. But basically, I will try and shorten it for you. Basically, I was in a long-term relationship for a while. And basically, to cut a long story short, she decided to break up with me. She didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. She moved on. I was still madly in love with her, but this happened a couple of weeks back. I'm feeling a bit better now. I'm still hurting, but that's not the important thing. That's not the important thing. I will get over that with time. Trust me. For those of you who are going through a similar thing or have gone through a similar thing, when someone that you care about very much decides that they don't want to be in your life anymore, just out of the blue for no reason, it hurts, but time will make you feel better, and that's certainly the case here. But what I wanted to talk about is the importance of friendship. Now, I had no idea, I've got a great bunch of friends, but I had no idea how much they are caring and considerate bunch of people they are. If you have close, good friends, you would definitely want to try and hold on to them, because people who easily fight with their friends or have squabbles with their friends and get to the point where they don't talk to them, you'd be silly to do that. Your friends can be so important that at some stage in your life you do start to think of your friends as almost like a family. So basically, when my girlfriend broke up with me, I was very distraught. I was incredibly upset, and literally minutes after, because it's a shame that this sort of thing has to happen across Facebook, but literally minutes after the status went out on Facebook that I had gone from being in a relationship to single, I was inundated with messages of support saying, listen, if you ever want to talk, I'm here for you, how are you feeling, is everything okay, and it was really nice to know that people out there cared about you, and I'm not going to lie, it really did help. Immediately I felt like, I had people I could talk to, people I could go to. I immediately felt not necessarily completely better, but certainly a lot more sure of myself and where I was heading in the future, and I knew that times would be tough, but everything would get better, and honestly I can say I'm feeling a lot better than I did a couple of weeks back. Probably noticed my absence from uploading videos. Flowers by Rins had to do a lot of the legwork at the moment. It's just where my head was at. I was in a pretty bad place, but like for the next few days after we broke up, I went and met some of my friends. They wanted to sit and talk, get a coffee or whatever, and it was really good to just sit and explain to them how I was feeling, explain exactly why we broke up. And even now, I am still bamboozled by that. I mean, it was literally like she woke up one day and it's like a switch had gone off in her brain and she suddenly didn't want to be with me. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, that's not true. You're just not telling us something that you did. Trust me, guys, believe me. I did not do anything, to the best of my knowledge, that provoked this thing to happen. So, I would like to consider myself able to maintain a relationship with love and care. I'm a relationship kind of guy, so it's what I do. So I was a bit shocked, but it was good to just talk to my friends. A couple of people in particular who have literally said to me, "Look, you can call anytime you want," and that's really reassuring. And also, it's actually a good diet. It's a pure happenstance I picked this gameplay because it has my friends, the HK clan in it. But these guys are all people I know in real life. We all went to high school together. The week after we broke up on the Saturday night, I hadn't really made any plans, and one of them called me up and said, "Hey, look, you doing anything tonight? Do you want to come out?" And they took me out with them night clubbing, and we had a great time. It was great to just sort of forget about all that. To go out and not have to worry, just loosen up a bit, not worry about things that were going on, not worrying about what she was getting up to, who she was getting up to anything with, and yeah, it was good to just relax and unwind. And I said to them afterwards, I was like, thanks guys for this, it's good, being able to actually go out and relax and stuff like. And you know what, guys, if you've had a similar experience, if you've had a girl or a boy, depending on what kind of gender you are or sexuality, whatever. If you had a person that you care about a lot, who you would do anything about, who you do anything for, if you've had them walk out on you for apparently no reason, I mean, and you're pretty sure it's for no reason, let us know. Tell us your story if you want. I mean, it's a sad reality, but and trust me, I'm feeling a lot better than I did when it happened. It was right in the middle of my uni exams. I literally broke up with her on a Friday, and then the next day on a Saturday morning I had an exam. Now, don't ask me why the university I go to does exams on Saturday. I don't know why. It's just something they do. But it was pretty bad timing on my ex's part, if I'm honest. But when I talked to her, and she did apologize. She said, "Look, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry it had to end this way, but if I don't have feelings for you, I don't think it's right to basically lead you on and try to pretend something's there when it's not." And you know what? I agree with her. When I look at it now, I agree with her. I wish that she'd brought it up sooner, that she'd, maybe tried to get those feelings back. I'm pretty sure she's just bored. She was bored with the relationship. She was bored of repetition. Maybe she thought it had gotten stale, but what can I say? It was the exam period. I was expected to study and try well. It's pretty hard to maintain an exciting relationship when your afternoons are spent, basically studying, looking through notes, looking at books, whatever. So, I don't know, I can sort of understand, but at the end of the day, if she's the kind of person who's not willing to want to try to improve the relationship, then I guess it would have only been a matter of time before I realized she wasn't worth it, and maybe I would have ended the relationship. So, but yeah, well, if you've had a similar thing, let us know. And how did you deal with it? Did you cry yourself to sleep every night for a couple of months, or were you lucky like me and you seemed to, with time, sort of rationalize it in your head, realize that it wasn't all cracked up what it was meant to be, and you started to move on? I don't really think I'm not too sure if I'm really at that stage where I'd be comfortable dating someone. You know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there are a few people that I've met in passing through uni or whatever. It's just that maybe if I was feeling a little bit sure of myself, maybe I would date. But yeah, it's just at the moment, it's just a passing thing in the back of your mind. But yeah, so those are the two main things I wanted to talk about. You've got this Australian commentator competition, and you got the importance of your friends. Your friends are important. With a breakup like this, you need friends to be around to support you, to basically listen to you, basically let you vent. Because and I did apologize to one of my friends in particular. I was like, listen, sorry, I've been taking up so much of your time talking to you on the phone, and I just don't want to come across as a complainy pants. But they're like, no, it's fine, And the people who are willing to spend more time talking to you are the ones who are in relationships themselves, and I guess maybe they're just afraid that the same thing will happen to them. One day, their partner's going to wake up and suddenly not want to be with them anymore. And it's a sad fact that this sort of thing does happen. I'm not an old man. I'm still quite young, and my ex was quite young, and I guess maybe it was just in her life where she wanted to be a free agent, which is a shame, and it's not exactly what I'd call a strong enough reason to end a relationship, but what can you do? Anyway, guys, this has been Stealth Clown. Look out for the Australian Commentator competition coming very soon, and I will catch you later.